Welcome, everybody. We are doing a little bit of Starfinder in the Sven Zone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody say hi.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
See if we can be heard.
Can I be heard tonight?
I can hear you, Roberta.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
thank God.
Excellent. We have. You guys can be heard. I can be heard.
Oh, I don't have Sirenscape open. Maybe I better get that going.
What? Crazy.
I'm hearing an echo.
Yeah, Sven pulls up his phone to check if Stream can hear stuff. That's normal.
Alrighty, so I was in the process of trying to find the downtime activity because you guys are cruising through the sun's corona on a ship for 6 days, 5 days after the attack. So I was going to give you some downtime to do stuff, and I found two of them. The third one is from the Starfinder Exploration Galaxy Exploration Manual, which is awesome if you're a science fiction person in any way, shape, or form, even if you don't play Starfinder. I suggest it. It was given to me as a gift, and it's amazing. I don't know if they have the softcover version of it or not, but it has a really well thought out and very comprehensive way of building a world from all the different biomes to the different accords, the alignments, the magic, the religion, the technology of that planet, and then all the way up from there. There's just some amazing things. Appreciate the soup, the sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, but regardless of everything else, the reason I brought this up is there is downtime activities in it. I just can't. I did not have enough time with everything else I was doing to not make the time to find it, and it doesn't have its own little chapter and stuff. So, anyway, the point is, I have all three books in Fantasy Grounds. I put two of this downtime activities. If you do, I will eventually find where it is and post it, the third one, for the downtime as well. You can also put those in your hotkeys. So don't forget, for hotkeys, you can use Shift, Alt, Control, or any combination thereof. Shift, Alt, Shift, Control, Alt, Control, or all three. And each one of those will give you 12 more hotkeys on the bottom. And you can just drop stuff all day. Your rolls, initiative rolls, perception rolls, stuff you're going to use a lot. Just make sure you update them every level if you're going to drop rolls in there. Pictures, all that stuff. Any hoozle.
By the way, the expanded downtime is for the ports of call for the DM version and not for the player version, so it's not opening up.
You guys aren't able to see it? Okay, so then I will switch it to
Thank you.
the player version. Didn't realize I grabbed the wrong one. Oof.
No, it shows the player version.
There you go.
But I think the
Try that.
information is in the Game Master side of it.
So try that one now.
That works.
All right. But like I mentioned, Mantha had posted the link to the Archives of Nethys. So, downtime activities. So that has all 3 book information in there. Honestly, the leisure time and entertaining, I would guess that Bali would do a good job at entertaining, and because he is Bali, and if the rest of you are doing any kind of lounge time,
Yes,
then
Polly, that's all we need.
then you guys could all benefit from his entertaining you guys at the same time as doing lounge time. So gives you some cool stuff.
As a downtime, Doc is going to take up cooking.
Just keep in
What?
mind some of these things you can't do because you're on a ship. So just keep that in mind. All right.
Can we use UPVs? Can we turn them into food? Is this like Star Trek where you can use the replicator to make food? If I need to spend a certain amount of money on food to make a feast, can I use that same value in UPVs to create synthetic food for the feast?
Yes,
Imagine.
I will say that. Also, you can prepare. We can
I would have
Say
stocked the
that-
galley with
exactly.
goodies,
You could have
and
stocked it.
I would have
knowing
spent
that
a
you were
lot of money
expecting to
on
do
that
this.
so that
So we can either one, credits or UPVs would work.
Doc would have just spent credits, knowing ahead of time. He's going to try his hand at cooking. He doesn't have cook as a profession, but you're allowed to use culture.
Yep.
And so he knows how to make tacos and spaghetti.
Nice.
That's his culture.
What about
You know, that's
What
kind of all
about-
you need.
spaghetti tacos?
Awesome. He also knows how to make French cuisine, pommes frites, which pommes frites means fried potato in French.
Yeah,
It's basically French fries.
it's French fries. I'm over here like, do they know it's French fries or?
Yes. Here's an interesting thing. In Germany, Germans call them pommes frites. They use the French word for French fries to describe them.
And funny thing, pomme actually means apple.
Yes.
So, so potato is pomme de terre, which is apple of the earth. But when they're pommes frites, they're fried apples. It's fun. It's fun.
Yes, but
French is a fun
I
language.
don't know
It
why
makes
the
total sense.
I don't know why the Germans picked that up, but yes, pommes frites mit Jägerschnitzel.
So, Mantha, are you able to get onto Archives of Nethys easily?
I can.
Would you find one of the downtime activities from the Galaxy Exploration Manual and tell me what page it's referencing?
Page 35.
Okay.
Another one is on 101. 101, 34. So it looks like page 35 and page 101.
Interesting. Okay.
I also
So
see
these are
36
just,
is page 1, but weird.
Alright, so Paizo, once again. You said it was 100 and what?
101.
Leadership downtime activities, okay. Okay. Anyway, and there's also the one where you can train together. So that one also may be a benefit to you guys. If you guys can't find other ones, you don't have to do downtime activity. Do whatever you want. But Doc, what is the actual name of the downtime that you're doing?
Cook Feast.
Okay, and which one is that from?
That's a good question.
Krause.
Looks like it comes from the expanded downtime list that I pulled off of the message of the day.
Gotcha.
I spend the day preparing an extravagant meal for up to 15 people, including me. I must have access to a kitchen or starship galley and premium ingredients. Do we have a galley on board our ship?
Yes.
Okay. Purchasing the ingredients costs 5 credits per person fed. Then I can make a culture check, 15 plus 1 for each creature fed, or a survival check, or a profession cook check, which is 5 points easier on the DC. And anybody that participates in the feast gets an additional hit point for every 2 levels they have. So you basically get 4 extra hit points after the next full night's rest after eating Doc's cooking. Provided he doesn't give you food poisoning.
All right, so you guys have a pretty good idea of when you're going to be there. At least when you're supposed to get there. So you can do that 5 days out, because you're supposed to get there on the 6th day. So go ahead and give me the roll on that. Anybody else wanted to participate in the downtime? And Doc, did you want to do anything on the days prior to that?
Oh, Doc burnt the biscuits the first time.
No.
Actually, yeah, because my 15, there's 6 in the crew. My DC would have been like 21. Doc burnt the biscuits. No feast the first time. I failed it by enough that the meal's inedible. It won't even make us sick. I just burn it.
I could help you out, you know.
With the
I
2 on the
haven't marked
dice,
one, so
yeah, there's not a whole lot you can do with that.
Oh, so there we go. How about that?
If
That's
he was
not-
assisting, that'll make
Right.
it salvageable.
Yeah, and Reno, we
Yeah.
can't hear you very well. Anybody else
Okay,
doing
except there.
anything?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm gonna go with a practice profession because I'm a bounty hunter. I'm probably gonna be hopping onto the interwebs to find any possible
hear her.
bounties I could pick up.
You're in the sun. I can guarantee there are none in the sun.
I mean, for when we get out of the sun, I can plan ahead, you know.
Okay.
All right. I know what
and
I'm gonna do.
So go ahead and give me the roll for practice profession. And is it multi-day? Here it is, multi-day. You don't get a full week, so you wouldn't be able to do that. But you can do... Does it have a daily thing? No. This is 6 days. It's close enough. I'll give it to you. Since it's either a week or nothing. So that's silly.
So what do I do? Roll my profession?
Well, it depends on which one of these 3 you're going to do. So you build your brand, create and refine and process tools, or adapt to local customs and demand. Let's see. Yeah, so you pick one of those 3 areas, and then you would do it based on either charisma, intelligence, or wisdom.
Where are you
Oh,
finding
well,
these
Profession check.
professions?
What is
how about
your
create and refine
Yes.
processes and tools?
your bounty hunter profession is based on what?
Intelligent, I think. Yeah, intelligent.
Profession bounty hunter. Okay. So Um, okay, perfect. Yep. So go ahead and roll the. It would be 15, and your. In this case, if you're going for like the bubble where you came from, where the DCI is located, it would be 6. So that's 9 plus 15. So you want 24.
That sucks. I'm gonna change back to skulls.
Roll a 3. Yeah. Boy, a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, we've not been great, have we?
Okay. Well, it is somewhat distracting being in the sun. It's pretty cool. So it's easy to get distracted. All right.
Well then I'll just read.
I'm just gonna lounge around then.
All right. So you're lounging. So I'm going to hold off on you for a minute because if someone else does it, or if anybody's going to entertain, then you could get bonuses for that.
Well,
Who's next?
Oh my god.
well, I had a couple of ideas, but if you want me to entertain, is it just the one person that is lounging?
I don't know yet. We haven't finished talking about it. We could also say Doc is lounging when he's not cooking because he only cooked for one day. He's still got the other 5
Yeah, I would
days.
probably be either. I would split my time between lounging and bonding with my companion, my creature companion.
Yeah, Owen would definitely be lounging.
Okay. So at least leave Zoya. Did you have any ideas on what you wanted to do?
I'm gonna be honest. I saw the link, was gonna look at it, and then I was trying to open the link, and it's not working for me.
Did you check the mist of the day?
I think it might be that she doesn't have the books loaded, the modules. If you look at the Dawn of Flame Discord channel, I put a link in there last time we played, and that has all of the downtimes in one place.
Honestly, for the sake of time, she's probably just gonna be running ship scans and such. So I don't know if there's anything specific for downtime type of things, but she's gonna be doing ship scans research for some of the archaeological things that she's into. But I don't think it's a technically.
Okay, so you can do drills
downtime.
if you wanted to. That allows you to get a bonus on a particular skill. So you just do drills with that particular skill. So, for example, balancing for acrobatics or tumbling. If you wanted to practice those type of skills, or you can do a ship's skill. So, like with the crew action, and underneath the ship's tab, you can also lounge. That's a simple one. Here it is, lounge. The most common ways to pass the time while traveling on or on days off is lounging, casual vid gaming, reading, watching videos, playing card games, or engaging in other leisure activities. And on a success, you guys will get temporary hit points and a bonus to the first saving throw you make the following day.
Hey, Reno, you're blowing into your mic.
Alright, so for lounging,
No breathing.
Sounds like you got a fan on in the background.
I do.
oh, okay, so
I'm
Nice.
gonna maintain equipment.
okay. Nice
That's
thing
what
about
I'm gonna
lounging
do.
is you don't have to
Go lay down.
there's no roll for lounging.
Oh, really? Okay.
So for
I'm gonna.
entertaining, we'll go ahead and maintain equipment. That's which equipment are you going to be doing it for?
Probably
Weapon
her
or suit of armor?
weapon and probably the zero pistol because that's what she uses the most.
Go lay down.
Okay. So again, on this one, you do not have to make any rolls. So
Oh yeah.
awesome.
Let's
So
go.
that's good. All right. So your zero pistol. So the first time you score a critical hit with your zero pistol, it will do additional damage. So open up your zero pistol. If you go to your either your gear or your actions page, and click on it to look at it. If you could find the level for me.
5.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and so for that. Normally you round down, but since you're the only one doing it, I'm going to say, and you have 6 days to do it, I'm going to say it's a plus, I'm going to round up, so you get a +3 the first time you, if you crit with, when you crit with it. Combat tracker. Alright, so, Bali, did you want to do something else, or did you want to try to entertain? It looks like Orindor, Doc, Loki are
Yeah.
lounging.
I can try. But the DC's really high for this. It also says a charisma-based profession skill, and I don't have any profession skills, but I'm thinking that I could try to intimidate people
What's your security
by
code?
my conspiracy theories.
You're an athlete.
No, I'm a cult hunter. I don't know why it has athlete. It's had athletes since like level 2.
That's
I am.
odd. Would you know what? Is it from a book or is it from a?
It's from this book, actually.
It's from an adventure
The
path.
Blind
Okay.
City.
So, theme. Cultist hunter. Yeah, that's odd. I don't know why it's doing that either. Anyway, so Cult Hunter is wisdom. There it is. All right. So getting back to what you were saying, you do have a profession skill. And when you get a chance, if you want to, making sure that you're trained in it. Free skill, class skill, there it is. Quick. If you want to adjust some of your skill ranks to put some into profession cult hunter, you can. It's up to you.
Oh shit, like this whole time I've been putting like a billion ranks into sense motive because that's what I've been using for all my cool hunter stuff. Ugh. Uh,
But that doesn't change the downtime. What were you thinking of doing with your downtime then?
well, if I can't do that, then I guess I think I had like 2 other ideas. I gotta look for them though.
If you can't do what?
You told me that I should entertain. I brought it up. I don't have a profession skill. Uh, and it is apparently wisdom based, so I can't entertain.
You just do it.
So I
Entertainment
have to
should be
look for something
charisma
else.
based.
It is. It's supposed to be a charisma based profession skill. I do not have a charisma based profession skill, apparently, so I am looking for something else.
I'm just saying, you don't have to be good at it to actually give it a whirl.
I literally have to. It's in the writing. I have to have a proficient skill that is charisma based, or else I cannot do it. So I am looking for something else.
I can't sing, but I still go to karaoke. I'm just saying.
Everybody can sing. Not all people can sing well, but everybody can sing. So sing like nobody's listening. Dance like nobody's watching.
And who would do that better than Bali?
There you go.
Nobody.
It is rules
All
is
right.
written. That's the only reason.
So it was Loki, Zoya. You guys are all level 8, so you get maintain equipment. There it is. Lounge. You get temporary hit points equal to half your character level and a +1 to your saving throws. Alright, so
That would have been the same benefit the feast got.
Is it possible to practice a weapon and level up in it separate of the leveling up part?
you can get feats that will improve your abilities with weapons, and if you there I said there's a downtime maintain equipment that will give you a plus to your damage.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think about doing, but I don't know
I'm
how to do
going
that.
to add this effect of lounging.
How much downtime do we have?
You have a total of 6 days.
Shit. That's not quite long enough then.
Like I said, if you're doing something that takes a week, then I'm allowing you to do it for a week. Take the week version of it.
Okay. I guess I'd like to work out. It's in the regular downtime thing at the very end.
Okay, so read that to us.
Whether through aerobic exercise, pumping iron, sparring, or otherwise putting yourself through the paces, you push your body to improve its performance. Decide whether you're working on your agility to improve your acrobatics or sheer physical power to improve your athletics. You spend 7 days carefully alternating intense training and mindful rest. If this activity is interrupted, you can resume it within 2 days to keep any progress made towards the 7-day total. At the end of 7 days, attempt a fortitude saving throw with a DC equal to 10 plus half your character level. You gain a +2 circumstance bonus to this save if you have access to an exercise-focused recreation suite, such as a gym or sparring arena, or similar facility. On a success once per day for the following week, you can re-roll either a failed acrobatics check to balance, escape, fly, or tumble, or a failed athletics check to climb, jump, or swim, depending on the focus on your workout. On a failure, you can re-roll a corresponding check only once during that week.
All right, so Doc, if you could, Bolly, go ahead and make your roll. Doc, if you could go through and check people. Some people have like applied field treatments and stuff like that. So anything that you applied that should
Go
be on
remove
there,
them.
remove them from the trauma tracker, please. And I'm adding the lounging effect to you guys. 29. Is that enough? Seems like it should be enough.
That is more than a DC 14, so yes.
Excellent.
Excellent.
All right, and temp. Orndor gets 4. Loki gets 4. Lounge. Alright, do you need me to make the effect for you, Polly?
No, I'll go ahead and code it in my actions page, and I'll have it a, like, 1 daily use.
Alright, and is that a choose? I don't remember what you said. Is that the first time, or is that you can choose when you want to use it? 'Cause like their saving throw is on their first saving throw. They have to use it.
It's once per day I can choose to use it.
Perfect. Okay. That's a good idea. A good way to do it. Alright. So everybody is done with their stuff except Zoya. Let me add yours just so we don't forget. Because who knows? You could crit on the very first one. I believe in you. You said it was your 0 pistol, correct, Zoya?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 0 pistol.
Alright. Cool, everything is coded. Alright, so you guys are flying through. You see Zoya's working on her pistol. She's practicing loading it on and switching out the battery very quick. She's making sure, fine-tuning the target. She puts it in a clamp, fires it, make sure it's not moving. Make sure the targeting is accurate and everything. You see Twitch on the computer searching, getting distracted by videos every once in a while. And Doc attempts to do some cooking. Doesn't quite
I burnt
succeed.
the biscuits.
No. Why, you
Looks
should have
like
just
it's-
stuck to spaghetti and tacos, man.
It looks like it's cereal again tonight, gang.
Alright, is there anything else flavor-wise that you guys want to talk to each other? Is there anything you wanted to discuss? Any concerns about what's coming up?
No, but I will start letting Beaker pretty much run around the ship, so he'll probably at various times come bug everybody to get pets and snacks and things.
It's cool by me.
I like to call them drive-by pets because my dog will like casually walk by just close enough that you can pet him, but not stay still long enough for you to like give him love.
Of course, of course.
But he'll do things like stick his paws under the door of the lab while you're trying to use the toilet. Typical pet things.
That can be annoying.
Drink your soda while you're not looking.
Well, he can also
And then get mad at you
thumbs,
because he doesn't
so
like it.
Yes, he has
He could open
opposable
doors.
thumbs. In fact, the one picture of him shows him holding an energy drink in his hands.
Are you being serious as far as the pictures in the game, or that's what you're playing? You have a picture of him, right?
I do have a picture of him. Let's see if I can find it.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, I remember the one
Rascal.
with the energy drink in his hand.
Or maybe it's a beer. I can't tell. Actually, I don't think they're that big. The size of that drink would lead you to believe that they're pretty big, but they're not.
Yeah.
He's the size of a cat or a squirrel.
Maybe the bottle's a 5-hour energy or something.
Yeah, or maybe it's a battery or something else. I thought it looked like a Monster Energy, but that could be a battery.
Let's stick with the monster drink. Anyway, I'm assuming that means he's not very not always as mischievous as we once thought he was. He is.
Oh yeah, he's very mischievous.
And if he dies, you always have that as an option.
Well, this is the cemetery.
Go back.
What's his
You
name?
make him a mummy.
Oh my god. Yeah,
All I can think of now is like, you know, the whatever, the fable of the monkey's paw or whatnot. And you
Yes.
guys have to read that in school.
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
that's
I'm
what I
thinking
think
the
of.
H.P. Lovecraft short story Herbert West Reanimator, or the movie Reanimator, which was based on that book.
So to answer your question,
Was that a horror movie?
Yes, Reanimator was a horror movie about a guy that brings things back to life, and well, he brings half a cat back to life, and it's not happy about it.
I think I saw that movie growing up.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's definitely not an A budget movie.
So to answer your question about the day, if you open up the calendar, you can see today is the 5th of Desnus, and so a week is the 12th of Desnus.
What was it?
Okay, and
Maximum
12
Overdrive? You remember that movie?
Yep.
What was your question, Mantha?
Well, I was asking because I'm not sure if the date is reflective of when we are starting our downtime or when we are finishing our downtime.
When you're finishing your downtime, because you spend a week.
Okay.
So the 5th is the day that you get to Ezerod.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and speaking of witches, Doc, one thing I did want to mention for you, you may want to look at the serums in the items. I believe that's, let me verify that that's an actual category, because I now have type, let's see, category. Yep, serums are a category now. So if we go to the items, I added, like I said, I added several books since we last played this. And there is one serum in particular called Rejuvenation, I believe, that will allow you to heal stamina, depending on the mark. So it's the only first thing I've seen that's actually lets you heal stamina. And there are other serums as well. Since you are the biohacker, you might be interested in that.
I will look through them.
And for the technomancers in the group, the short version is there's a new type flavor of technomancer. If you want it, we can get together. Let me know that you want it, and we can redo your character as this. It's called the Enhanced Technomancer. The long version is they've come out with a Pathfinder 2 several years ago. They're in the process of coming out with a Starfinder 2 second edition. They come out at the end of this year or next year. And once Starfinder 2 comes into existence, both Pathfinder and Starfinder second editions are going to be interchangeable. So you can take a character or a monster from Starfinder and stick it into a Pathfinder campaign or vice versa. And in the meantime, they came out with what's called Starfinder Enhanced. And most of what Starfinder Enhanced is a just a bunch of different things that you can do. More spells, more gear, more options for characters, all that stuff. But they also repurposed 4 of the classes. Technomancer is one of them. Technomancer, Solarian, Operative, and I forget what the other one is. Witch Warper. So those are the 4 they've made an enhanced version. So what that simply means is the enhanced version of Technomancer. It basically, the only difference is it gives you a school of magic. And then when you're messing with that school of magic, you get bonuses. So if you are bored and have nothing else to do, you can look in the it should be under classes. Let me make sure before I tell you something that's wrong. Yes. So if you open up the classes under character on the far right, where you'll see Technomancer Enhanced.
Right.
You can then open that up and close this.
Technomancer.
And then it'll as you open that up, you can then look at the different that's races, classes. Oh, you have to have the right book. You have to open up the book too. I forgot. So Starfinder Enhanced, like I said, wasn't around last time. Go to Modules under Library. Go to Activation. And if you just type in Enhanced, you'll find it. It's the only one that is enhanced. Load it. Click. Load. And then you'll be able to open it up in classes. So.
Fucking died. Oh my god.
There you go. Spells. Classes. Like I said, everything else is. There you go. Technomancer Enhanced. Most of it, like I said, I haven't read the whole thing completely from cover to cover, but most of it is just cool stuff now. More options for everything that you can do. Spells, gear, stuff like that. So you'll have a technomantic talent now, and you know the other thing you can do is deconstructive. You become a deconstructivist, which simply means you can try to cancel other people's spells. So it's like a counter spell.
Yeah.
So deconstructivist feature. It says your insight into the intersection of technology and magic makes you especially formidable to techno-magical beings. So actually this is something different. I know it exists. There's a way to cancel other people's spells now, but this deconstructivist actually means that you do better against constructs and non-construct creatures with the technological subtype, robots and golems and stuff like that. Anyway, check it out. It has all the details there, and if it's something you want to do, I can. The module's name is Enhanced Starfinder.
Dead Sons program. I'm going to modules, man.
Starfinder Enhanced.
Okay.
So if you go to modules and activation, and then click on the activation
Find
button and
pages.
type in enhance in the search bar, it'll pop up. It's the only thing that says enhanced. So that's
Okay.
there's three of you who are technomancers. If it's something that you're interested in, like I said, it's just a matter of rebuilding you as this new type of technomancer, and I can do most of the work for you if you don't have the time. I just need to know it's something you're interested in. Alright, so that is it for the paperwork. Any last minute questions, any last minute conversations? Anybody want to talk to anybody else as you get closer to Ezerod?
Hey, what's our plan when we get here?
I asked that. Damn it. What's our plan?
Like, I'm all for like investigating things and like figuring things out, but like, we're not gonna, release the evil ancient deity, right? Like, we're not gonna do that, right? Just making sure.
That's not the plan. Yeah.
I don't
What is-
remember. Why are we transporting this tablet? I forgot.
To get it in the right hands.
The tablet is the key to finding and getting into Ezerod. Without it, you can't get in, and you wouldn't be able to find it more than likely.
I'm gonna share something with everybody. This is the notes that I've taken about the tablet and Eshdiv and Ezerad.
Oh, cool.
And by the way, Atomic Hero Squad is in the house. I forgot to mention it when it
Hey.
first popped up. We were in the middle of other stuff. But he's awesome.
Table. Tape it.
Anyway, I don't 100% remember why they sent us to Ezerod now that we've got this tablet that we know is related to Ezerod.
Alright, so this is under. I'll find the. Story entry for this.
Is this the trajectory to Ezrod?
Yes, you guys are
Is that-
currently.
It says tells a trajectory and trajectory tells. This is the guy Otlo telling us.
Otlo was the weird
Various- I mean,
space. Was the weird looking alien Who?
The one that was in the rundown
There's a-
hospital.
Open
The
the
one
black
with the
bubble
drug
of
addiction.
Israel. Black bubble, a barrier of darkness. No door without the tablet.
Yep.
That's just how he speaks.
I know, but I'm just
Yes.
saying, getting some clues from out of
Right.
that. It says treasures, magical machinery, machine magic, contrivance cloak, conserve Israel in stellar fire. So cool. So can I save these notes to a macro or not? Hotkey.
It should just show up in your notes, I think.
You should be able to drag those
Oh,
onto
okay.
a hot.
Oh, I'm on our notes. Okay, got it.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you can
you
save
can
it
absolutely.
to a hotkey or not. I never tried.
Yeah, I just did.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The note you can that she made, you absolutely can. But I don't know
Yeah,
about the
what
chat.
what you dragged about what you that says GM that you dragged into chat, that you can keep. Yeah,
Nice.
because you put it in there as a text box, as a chat frame.
Cool.
You do that, we can always save it. I
Notes.
try to make sure any information I give to players in my games, I make a chat box so that they can save it, so that they don't have to copy it.
And yes, what Mantha is saying is also correct. Under players, it says notes.
Right.
You then have access to that note as well that she shared anytime you want. And that
Correct.
can be drugged to the hotkey as well. So, yep. You have to make it public. So you don't have to share these notes that you make. That's why I was double checking, make sure we had access to it. All right.
So, from what I gather from reading these notes, is that Ezrod is the last dark bubble, and if what's his face can destroy it, he can get out. He's already destroyed all the other dark bubbles.
Yeah, so
So-
Ezerod is like a prison for Eshtaev, like an ancient deity. So there's that. If it gets out, it will, I think, eat worlds. If I'm remembering correctly, it's been a while since I've read
He
through
will
these
eat
notes.
everything.
I think
I'll
it
eat
will eat
everything.
like suns and worlds and everything. So
I just know that we bought a lot of flashlights because we didn't want to be stuck in the dark or we would die, basically.
So yes, it's good to remind yourselves you do want to stay in the light. Make sure you have batteries as your flashlight flickers and you're banging on it.
That's not good.
yeah, guys, do you know how many credits a flashlight is? 1. It's 1 credit.
How many?
But when you're walking down a hallway and your flashlight goes out, it's
You just pull
Not
another one
possible.
out.
to buy one at that point.
Exactly.
Or when you're sitting in the middle of the flipping sun, you know. That's
Well,
a
on
bit
the
hard.
ship, you can charge,
Okay,
keep
well-
charge. You can also make them on the ship if you have an engineer
That's true if you
who
got
wants to spend UPBs. So, all right. Any other discussions on plans or besides staying in the light and not letting this thing loose? What if it says please?
I guess we're
No.
gonna have
No.
to then.
Kill it?
He probably won't eat you because you let him out. That's how it works in the
Yeah, that's
Lovecraft novels all the time.
that has worked out every time for every person that's tried that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You let out the man-eating person. They don't eat the person that let them out ever.
I take it that was
Obviously.
sarcastic.
All right. Well, that was a good choice. I like that.
you know what? Just for fun, since I have these, and I think it'd be neat to use them. Um, well, yeah, 'cause it's cool. Um, on the last day of our trip, uh, Bolly goes into the bathroom, and he comes out, uh, and his fur is, like, bright red.
Awesome.
So we like fire
What?
engine red.
Yeah, like with like a little bit of like orangish, but like yeah, it's
Are we supposed to know why?
he's got dye.
Oh, okay. So maybe
I've
he
been
was
holding
evolving.
on to it
You
for a
just
while,
ask him.
and yeah.
Did I tell you about the dogs I had one time? One of them was named Cheesecake. Cutest flippin' name for a dog. Bright freaking neon pink. Why? I don't know. That was it though. I think Bali would look fantastic in hot pink.
Oh, regarding
Well,
flashlights, Doc
you are free
bought
to put a
2 beacons.
recommendation.
Beacons shed light in a 50-foot radius. I have 2 of them.
Oh, cool. Radiation sweeper. They've got a bulk of 1. Thought about a It's a radiation.
spotlight. Yeah, beacon's just like a super lantern. It's like a lantern, but way brighter.
Cool. Samantha,
Nice.
if you make changes to your notes, does it automatically get updated?
Yeah, it updates in real time.
Yeah.
You can watch her changing it while she's changing it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, that's all the notes that I've taken on this
Oh, that's nice.
thus
Thank you.
far. It took over my normal notes, and so I made a new note that's just for this stuff.
Well, we thank you kindly.
I'm sure it helps Finn out a little bit too of not having to like constantly remind everybody about stuff.
Yes. He's not fond of that type of thing. So, Sven, what's the my practicing of the baton thing is gonna be like a class, like
Oh no.
there you go.
That is
Did
awesome.
the armor change too?
Of course, it's Valley.
Just dump the whole bottle over the top of his head.
Sounds like Valley.
Doc approves, but I could have probably come up with something that just, naturally changed the color of your fur.
It's mineral dye. It's temporary, obviously.
Just test things out, Test out the color. Is it you? Is it not?
Yeah. So as far as your weapon goes, like I said, once you get your next feat, you can
Okay.
grab a feat that will give you bonuses to hit or bonuses to damage, and so as you guys approach, as you come around, everybody's up. Everybody gets by a computer screen or on the close to the monitors as this large, way off in the distance, a little hard to see, as this black sphere becomes visible, and then as you continue to creep closer, They didn't have a picture, so I shaded it full. There it goes. So I made one. There you go.
Nice.
There's your ship,
Black
and there's
Won't you come and wash away my rain?
there you go. There's your ship.
Won't you come? Won't you come?
Won't you come?
Blame Reno for that.
Let's see. Just background.
And by the way, speaking of music, there is in Starfinder, no matter what class you are, Technomancer, Soldier, you can choose to have an archetype, ARCHE type. And what that does is as you level up at certain times, like level 2 and level 6 and level 8, you just swap out some of the stuff you would gain. Another Technomancer might gain one thing, instead you gain something else.
Okay.
Does that not also replace your theme when you take an archetype?
No, I don't.
It
I'm
doesn't?
almost positive it doesn't. It might, but I'm almost positive it doesn't.
Okay, I thought it was kind of like a super theme. That it is its own theme and alterations on the. But I could be wrong. It has been a long time since I read that.
But they are always optional. But the reason I bring it up is they have a new one that in the enhanced book I was talking about, called the Audio Site. AUDIO, Audio Site. And basically, you have music a type of music you listen to, and as long as you're listening to that music in some way, whether it's on your headphones or in your communicator or on a portable boombox, you get a bonus to your rolls when you're listening to your music. And when you get high enough levels, you can then broadcast it to your friends, and they will also get a bonus if they like the same type of music. It's pretty cool.
That archetype actually fits with what my next Starfinder character is.
Yeah,
going
your
to be.
record label guy.
He's not going to be a record label guy. My character is going to be based on the record label guy, but he's going to be a musician.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
Is
A
anybody
musician
here?
with his own record label?
We did a one-shot with a band in the one-shot Starfinder.
Oh yeah,
With the
that
band.
was so awesome.
Band on the Run is what it was called.
Band on the Run, that was awesome.
That's right. From YouTube.
No, but
Check it out. All right, so as you guys approach this, again, you can see the size of it compared to your ship. It's a pretty decent size, but not planet or moon size even. Probably closer to a Death Star, maybe a little smaller. And are you going to pilot? I believe
Bring up
was
the
still
sensors
Loki.
and
What are you guys doing?
let's bring up the sensors and start doing scans.
All right, so look at your skills page. Your ship page, and whoever is the
All right. Typically, I am
science officer.
a captain, but since we're not in a combat situation, I'm going to switch to a science officer. But I will let other people see. Scan is a computer's check.
Yeah, I am normally the science officer, but if you want to be, then I can switch off something else.
Well, we can have more than one science officer. We can only
Yes.
have one captain, and we can only have one pilot. But everybody can be a science officer if that's what we want to do in a given round. So yeah, me being a science officer doesn't preclude you from being one.
Correct.
And so
Are we
I'll
allowed
do
to
chief
change-
mate stuff to help the science officer.
So whoever's going to do it, go ahead and go into the
But-
ships tab on your character sheet,
there we go. There's
pull up
my
the
scan.
actions, and then one of them is scan.
There's my scan.
Okay. 23.
Oh no, I got a nat 1. Sorry guys, I'm not helpful.
Alright, so as you
I'm
guys are
still
pulling
over
up,
here doing my push-ups
getting
and
ready
like.
to try to
The-
start
your new
scan, all
your
your
new
computers
semi-metallic
shut
hair
down
dye.
for a moment. Everything goes black.
Your semi-metallic hair dye built up a static charge, and when you tried to touch the console, it zapped and rebooted.
And
It's
everybody looks
fine.
over at
Ollie would have
Bali
done that anyway.
as the Twitch goes and
Engineer.
gets it running again. Everything comes back up.
I'll be right back.
Alright, Zoya, go ahead and give me the scan roll on the ship's page.
I'll also ask Loki to bring the forward speed down to a stop, but let's not get any closer until we've had a good scan.
Yeah, I'd like
Can,
to know what's on this planet before we go kissing this planet.
Can the magic officer do scrying or precognition to help?
Absolutely.
I don't know what they do. If it says it right there, if you think it'll work, then give me a roll.
Okay, action. Take one action. Okay, you push action.
What does the scrying do?
It's just a long page. A lot of words. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
If you just hover over the little question mark, it should just be a little
Yeah, it did, but
sentence.
it pulls up. It pulls up like five. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right. Scrying says it's employ a substantial form of divination to learn information about something. This action requires you
There
to
you go.
starship to have sensors, and you can attempt
Yep.
this check untrained.
So yes, that will work.
Okay, shall I do it then? Think so,
Yes.
right? Should we check? Go for it. Come on, baby, give me something good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a mistake.
All right. So with between the two scans and as she's doing his scrying, he's telling you, you know, how to tweak some of the instruments, what to look at. It looks like that this is an anomaly that's made of extreme force, similar to what your magic missiles would be, and and also similar to the bubbles within the burning archipelago. Twitch, while you were gone, you had to fix a glitch caused by Bali.
I heard. I had my ears on. I just
Okay.
couldn't respond, and I have push to talk for Discord.
Nice.
Way to go, Bali.
What?
He helps most of the
Why
time.
are you mad at me? Rude. Look, man. I was
But the
just
color
trying
does
to
look
do.
good. Color looks good.
I was just trying to do other stuff. I was manually trying to realign your scanners so that they'd scan better. Okay, you're welcome. I'm usually pretty
Thank
good
you.
at it.
Yes, I know you are. It's all right. You're sidetracked by the beautiful color. We get it.
All right, so my screen's being weird. There we go. All right. So what are you guys doing now? You guys have stopped. You're sort of sitting in space.
I have a Mystic Haze thing as well that could make us look like we disappeared, and then we could move where we wanted to go if we need to sneak in or something.
All right, but we're not getting any. It's an anomaly made of force, but it's not radiating any kind of radiation. It's not transmitting any kind of signal. It's not scanning us. Did our scanners pick? It didn't pick any of that up. Just that it's
Correct.
a solid. It's a solid anomaly made out of force, supposedly impenetrable.
Right.
but the tablet is supposed to facilitate that.
It's
Correct.
supposed to open a doorway for us into Ezrod.
Yep.
Right.
Uh, question, and I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. Do we have external lights on our ship?
Yes.
Of course, we have lovely lights out there.
Okay, just verifying. All right, let's get a little bit closer to it and see if the tablet reacts.
All right. So as you
It's not scanning us, so there's no reason. If you want to use your obfuscation, it may be scanning us with things that we can't detect. So, any edge we can get. So if you can do your, what did you call it again?
The scrying of the Mystic Haze?
The Mystic Haze, yes. The scrying would maybe help too.
Yeah, I
he
just
did that
one.
already.
I don't know how many times I can do it.
Yep, he did that.
Not
And he got
till I-
27.
Your scrying came back with the same thing that we got, but the Mystic Haze certainly could not hurt.
What about psychic currents?
What does that do?
It says to manipulate mysterious invisible forces in the void of space, expanding and contracting the basic physics around you, your own vessel, and altering how your starship can navigate. Oh, come on. The confines of physical time-space. But it has to be level 12, and I don't think I'm anywhere near that.
Oh, no.
Correct.
You are not level 12.
And you can tell every time you start talking magic theory and mysticism that Doc's eyes go crossed and he completely doesn't understand.
Glazed over.
Yeah, he is a man of science. He has some sort of mental block with understanding magic, and so whenever you start explaining magic, he'll just nod and say, "Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay,
sounds nice.
that sounds cool. Give that a try." He's not going to pretend he understands it. He's okay with it, but he's not going to pretend he understands it.
Right.
All right. So guys,
And
go ahead.
I don't want to are we sure that the other people aren't following us? Because I know they wanted the tablet. We're pretty sure that they're not behind us, right? Like,
Why don't we
destroyed the
turn
one
the
ship.
scanners in that direction and do a scan?
Let's do that.
You're fairly certain
That-
the other ship you
that-
fought would not, if it survived,
It didn't.
would not have been able to repair itself in time to make up enough time to catch you all, because you all were pretty much going straight forward, even though they said they knew where it was. But that doesn't mean other ships couldn't be here.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
we have no reason to believe that they're the only one out here.
Well, we actually have reason
One
to
wants
believe
that.
they aren't the only one out there
True.
because they had an escape pod that escaped. And so we know that they probably have another ship that they were able to go to. Otherwise, escape pod in the middle of the sun.
Right. So when
Alright,
we
so
do a
go ahead and
scan,
give
we
me another
naturally do a full scan all the
scanning
way
roll.
around this, wouldn't we?
All right, this time I'm going to assist.
This time I'm gonna try realigning again and
Okay.
hoping it actually works.
But I'm going to assist Zoya
Man.
scan.
Are your
No, I
computer-
need a 10.
Are your computers
I-
high enough to where it's automatic?
Pretty much, yeah. I got a plus 14.
Yes.
To be
So-
honest,
so
I
my
forgot
assist
how
will give you a
automatic
bonus.
I forget
As
how
long as
assist
it's a
works.
plus 10. If it's a plus 10, it's automatic.
So
Well, yes, but what does
Plus
it
2.
mean? Is
It gives you a
one
plus
makes
2 to
it-
your
on the
roll.
modifier, put a +2, and then roll that ship.
Okay,
thing.
I remembered it wasn't the same as D&D. I just couldn't remember what made it different exactly.
Yeah, in D&D, I believe it's an advantage on
It's
the roll.
advantage automatically.
Yep.
Which that makes more sense to me, but whatever. Probably because I play more D&D than Starfinder in general.
But on the plus side, in Starfinder,
Yeah.
you can have multiple people helping you, whereas in D&D, there's no
How?
double advantage.
All right, so you scan around you this time, and to the extent of your sensors, your fairly certain there's nothing else out there.
Well, thanks for checking that out. I feel a little bit better about going into this evil void with a world eater.
What happened to this?
It'll be fine, I'm sure.
Well,
All right.
not to sound fatalistic, but put it this way. Eventually, it's going to get out because there are other idiots out here that want to let it out. So
Well,
either we go in there and deal with it so that it never gets out, or eventually it gets out and it gets us anyways.
Well, in theory,
Well-
they can't get in. That's the whole point
Yeah.
of this tablet. That's why everybody wants the tablet. Because
it's
they
the
can't
only
get in
way.
without the tablet.
You could always just destroy the tablet.
Yep.
I was just about
Well,
to say that.
I'll
You can try.
admit
I'm-
I'm not too confident on my god killing abilities, but
Well,
I will
I'm
get back to you on that.
willing to bet this tablet's probably a lot harder to destroy than you think.
All right, so you guys
Definitely.
approach, get a little closer, and as you do, you see part of this bubble extending out into almost like a secondary bubble, and then that is in itself opens, and you guys make your way into it, and as the secondary bubble, it moves, pulling you in.
Well,
It's disorienting
Here
at
we go.
first, as there's almost no light at all.
I got a bad feeling about this.
You do some.
Don't you say that!
You are continuing to scan.
yes, we also
So
have
you do
all
see-
exterior lights on.
A massive structure that your scanners show you, and it looks like there's an open area large enough for you to land.
It's a big open area.
And there is a tiny pinpoint of light coming from it as you're starting to approach. Now, just so you know, you don't have to land if you don't want to. You could leave the ship just above the landing area and spacewalk down if you wanted.
I actually prefer walking down gangplanks myself.
Yes.
Unless somebody has a reason we shouldn't land, I suggest we do just that. Perhaps do a closer identification on what that pinpoint of light is. Is it at the landing pad?
Yes.
Could be a beacon. As opposed to something nefarious.
All right, so are you going to be landing? Pilot, go ahead and give me a
Before we
piloting
do
check.
that, I'd like to use the minor crew action visual identification to see if I can notice anything else about that light.
All right, and what does that say?
It says attempt computers engineering or perception check. If you succeed, you learn the first unknown piece of information on the list below. All basic information, all defenses, or information about one weapon. I guess it would normally apply to starships.
Correct.
But
it's
I'm
like you're
trying to
scanning.
use it. Yeah.
Okay, so you can
But-
just do a normal scan, or you can do the quick action. Doesn't matter.
I'll do the quick action.
All right.
They both have the same chance of success. See if I can identify what that light is.
There you go.
It is a. I don't want to have to change it in a minute, so give me just one more moment. Make sure I get it right. Yes, it is a beacon, and not in the metaphorical sense, it is a beacon like the two you bought.
All right. It looks like it's
Hey,
marking
if
the
you
landing
take
area.
if you take
No.
this one, you'll have 3 beacons.
It does
But
not
where
look like
did
it's
it come from
landed.
if nobody else can get in here?
Well, probably from whoever put it in here originally, right? Like,
Maybe the original
somebody had to
warden or
build this.
somebody who was originally here before they all died or ran away.
Alright, so as you get closer, go ahead and give me the piloting check. You guys also, from your scanning and from your looking, you see that this is an immense ruin of blackened stones. And it looks like it has had many fires sweep over it and through it.
So you do another scrying test.
Alright, and with your 21, it is not the smoothest landing in the world, but you do manage to touch down at one corner of the landing. The landing field opens up across from out and across from you. Let me. The lights from the ship illuminate out a little bit, and you're able to see some of this area. You see some fallen stones and stuff. It looks like there's these enormous circles that have runes all around the edges of them. Are in several places throughout this plaza. There's no ceiling here in this plaza outside. There are huge building. It looks to be about 25-30 feet high. And there's an archway up into the northeast. You see that there are chunks of stone on the ground along the north wall. And there is a corpse up there by where the stones are, and that is what has the beacon on it. Let me put you on the map. How are you guys exiting the ship?
Carefully.
Very carefully.
Lights on.
I'm going to look at I'm just going to presume the party sheet is correct. Let me drop you. Click. Alright, here is. Okay, good. I did have line of sight set up. Alright.
Is there a breathable atmosphere here?
No.
All right, so we are in spacesuits.
Correct. Most armor counts as environmental protections.
Will we be encumbered or something like that? Or disadvantages?
No.
No, I believe
It's the
most
armor you're
armor
wearing.
is provides enough life support equal to 1 day per level of the equipment.
When you're in breathable atmosphere, you just have to say that you're turning it on. Because most of the time people don't wear their helmets and their apparatus and stuff. Give me just a moment here.
Is there non-breathable atmosphere here, or is it vacuum? I would imagine sonic weapons don't work very well in a vacuum.
That's
What kind of
a
weapon?
decent assumption.
Sonic,
Oh,
if
yeah,
there's nothing to vibrate, sound can't be sound.
exactly.
Well, if you hold it up to whoever you're trying to target, like you're trying to tase them, then the sound will still go through them. It's just really inefficient.
Yeah, if you hold it up against them at point blank range.
Yeah, just point blank. Like use it like a taser. Make other people touch his body while you keep tasing him.
That would absolutely work.
Indeed.
There we go.
Most bodies are great conductors of sound and electricity.
I mean, yeah.
All right, so I am going to release the tokens. There we
Release the token.
go. And if you didn't see, the body's there.
And these are symbols on the floor again.
You asking what the symbols are? You don't know without
No, I'm
looking
asking.
at
They
them.
are right. They are symbols. Is what I'm asking.
Yes, there are at least 3 circles with runes around the edges of them.
I want to take a picture of them and put it into our
I'm
little
looking at them.
interweb thing.
Yeah, we're gonna make a photo book at the end of this. Full of all the happy memories from this journey.
Doc is going to make sure not to step on any of those circles.
Okay?
Amen, Doc. Amen.
And he's going to go
I
over
didn't catch
there
it.
and put his microlab scan on this body. Is it a race I recognize?
Alright, so first of all, Orindori, give me a mysticism check.
Okay.
Doc, give me a medicine check. Alright, so Orindori,
Nice.
you are able to tell that these are once anchors for teleportation magic. The etchings have tarnished silver in them,
Right.
but it's very, very, it's probably not even worth the effort of trying to salvage it.
Right.
Doc, so you see a Verthani. She is sprawled amid a pool of her own blood, covered in slashing wounds. And with, you're a little far away to see much else. She has armor. She's tattooed.
And because we're in a vacuum, there's no decomposition, so there's no way of telling how long ago this was.
Especially not from 10 feet away.
I'll get right up there and look at it up close.
Alright, so you see that she has a data
Getting up
jack.
close and personal.
She has cybernetic dermal plating, just like Zoya does. Let me close this. Close. Let me zoom in a little bit for the stream. Alright, and you also see. Do you speak Versite?
Hold on. I just might. Doc speaks a lot of languages.
Actually,
I have to look
I'm
on my
not
old
going to be
character
lazy.
sheet
I'm going to
because
do this.
look at my old character sheet. I didn't translate languages over.
Zoya
Yes,
does, Doc does not.
Versite is one of Doc's languages. He speaks pretty much all of the most common ones.
All right. Where is that listed? Augments.
Notes.
All right, so you see
Okay.
those two things, along with symbols of affection, have been worked into her tattoos. All right, so while that's happening, Loki, what are you doing?
You know. I guess I'll go just like look at the circle right there. Look at
Okay, give me a mysticism check. Bali,
uh, mysticism. Oh, okay.
and then we cannot hear you if you're talking.
Um, okay.
And Zoya, what are you doing?
Zoya is probably going with Doc. One of these are these the symbols on the ground?
Yes, those are
Okay.
magical circles with runes on them.
Actually, nah. She's gonna look at these runes. These are interesting to her.
Okay, give me mysticism.
Something happened.
Take care, Atomic. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you.
Meg, thank you for stopping. Oh, I guess we're in combat now.
All right, Zoya, you're not sure this. You're clear. It's clear that these are some sort of form of magical runes, and you see the silver etched in them as well. But Loki and Orindor do tell everybody that these were used as teleportation anchors.
Okay.
For the spirit world.
Can she, like, obviously the runes are magical, but, like, the language, is it a language, or is it just, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Never mind. Ignore me.
Okay, there you go, and that is what you see, Doc.
Yikes.
Almost forgot to show the picture. After finding it, and I was like, it's not included here. Why isn't it included here? So I put it here, and then I still almost forgot it. Okay. Yeah, they're anchored for teleportation magic. All right. I need a quick roll from everybody.
Okay, I'm ready.
Click. Good. This. And click. 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 Click.
And
Roll. Alright, and Mantha, are you back?
not yet.
Alright, so it looks like Zoe, you have a roll. Alright, so Zoya, you see a little bit of movement up in the corner. Up here. Oops, let me move the big picture. There we go. And I'll ping it again for the stream. Come on.
Yeah.
And let me, where'd it go? Here it is. I need that from everybody as well, please. Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean to keep everybody's initiative, but you can tell from the combat tracker where you are. Don't forget, there's now the 2D version. So I'm going to be switching to that myself here in just a moment. I just need to double check some numbers here. Okay. And it's this one right here. Nice. All right, so you see some movement up there. It's a little far, and it's dark. You're not sure exactly what it was that you saw, but it is definitely gone now.
Like,
One, two.
like was I'm sorry, was it like a shape or was it like a manifestation of something? Did
So it looked like a person just for a moment before it disappeared.
Where at? By the arch?
She hasn't said anything. Nobody else saw it.
Zoya overcomes very, very quietly and say the movement to the what is that? Freaking northwest corner. And then she'll draw her pistol.
Okay. Orindor,
Yes.
would you like to?
I am going to be wandering over to where Doc is ultimately. I've looked at all three of the portals.
Alright, go ahead and move your movement.
It's showing me as being locked. I mean, okay. I can't go that far. It's a long way to walk. Or does it matter if we're in? It's showing me as feet, as in, okay. Are you releasing? Oh my God. Here we go. How about right there?
You're going, you can go
Scroll-
25.
Scroll over there. So we're in combat then.
Yes.
That was my question.
One
Okay,
round's
thank you.
worth. Zoya,
And she is going to. So if I remember correctly, not everybody has night vision, right, or dark vision.
No, but there's a
Correct.
beacon near this body, so this room is lit up.
It is lit up? Okay.
Yeah, there was a beacon by the body, and it gets a 50-foot radius of light. So
Nice.
How high is this ceiling?
there is
There's
no
no
ceiling.
ceiling where you are.
Just the night sky above us.
No, not even the night sky, just black.
Because you guys are
Well, that's
inside
not
a
the-
big black bubble.
The surface of the thing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you're moving 30 feet. Oh, speaking of witches, let me switch.
Yeah, I haven't done flight in a while, if I'm being honest. So I don't remember. I think I can't quite go that far, if I remember correct. So if I wanted to go up 10 feet and go as far as I can in the direction I saw it,
You can go that far.
and then she's gonna go up 10 feet. Uh, and let me see.
I'm gonna move back.
Actually, I'm gonna hold my action. If whatever she saw in this corner appears, to fire at it. Okay, I'm trying to remember how it works. If I want to do non-lethal damage, let's say I want to shoot somebody in the foot or something, does that require anything different?
You need a weapon that can
Does-
do non-lethal
What
damage.
weapon are you using?
I mean, well, currently I have my pistol, my
Zero pistol?
Yeah.
Okay, so zero pistol does cold damage, so you would have a -4 to hit. And if you hit, you do non-lethal damage. Because
Okay.
it normally does lethal damage.
Okay.
So you're readying your pistol and are going to shoot an enemy if you see it.
Yeah, if whatever shows up in that corner, if anything shows up in that corner again,
Okay.
he's gonna kind of beckon or get Doc's attention and point in that direction, even though she said it over comms.
Okay. Twitch.
Twitch, twitch, twitch. Moving. Oops. And then I don't know why it doesn't do that anymore. That really drives me crazy. I just want to move 30 feet.
Okay, so you can just drag from where it's. Oh, there you go. Okay. Scooching over 30 feet. Anything else?
I'm asking Doc, since he's at the body, if she resembles the previous warden. I don't know what we know about the previous warden, but
You guys don't know anything about who was here before. And as far as you know, there was nobody here. It was made thousands of years ago.
there was mention of a previous warden here.
Okay. They do not look like the previous warden.
Thank you.
Oh, I still have the stupid facing on. Alright, so appearing behind where's my page? Here it is. Alright, so popping out of invisibility, this creature attacks Loki.
Ugh.
Oh, don't he look pretty?
It's gonna kill.
Holy Christ.
And let me. So it claws at him, and
Misses.
What's down here? Okay.
it's hard to tell where this thing is. It sort of looks like it's almost you're looking at a bad video, and it's glitching because sometimes
Blurry.
it's right next to him, sometimes it's like a foot or two to the side. It's hard to tell what's happening with this thing. Zoya, you can go ahead and shoot. Oh, she just went A-OK, so I'll have her. I'll go over her in just a second. As these claws dig into you.
I just have to mention, in case nobody else has looked at it, but I really like the name of this creature. Weird bitey guy.
Yes, that is awesome.
Ready.
Glad you like it. Until Doc identifies it at least. Alright, so this thing is, I'm just double checking because I've got to, here it is. It sort of almost looks like it's drunk. It sort of wavers back and forth on its legs when it's not, lunges and attacks, and then it just sort of waves back and forth. But it's trying to grab you. Here it is. Alright, so it would be your 8 KAC plus 4. So yes, 39 does exceed it, so you are grabbed. It has you with its claws, and go. I'll just let Zoya attack it when she gets back. She would not be able to kill it with one shot, so Doc, even though you're all the way across, all of you have lights, whether it's their flashlights. Doc has I don't remember if you said you were carrying your beacon or not, but
I have them, but I don't have them out. But I'm standing next to the dead body that had a beacon.
right, but they are way more than 50 feet away. But you can see that something's happening. You can hear over the comms as Loki says a couple expletives in his native tongue.
That's not good. All right.
What's his native tongue?
The one I'm speaking. I don't remember, dude.
It's Patron.
There you go.
Because he is a Patra.
All right. I will move to there and take out my beacon this round from my backpack.
Okay. And turn it on, I presume.
And turn it on, yeah.
Okay. And you said that's a radius?
Yeah, it's a 50-foot radius, so where I'm standing, that should cover most of the room except for maybe the corner where the ship is.
Now, each of these squares is 15 feet. The big black squares. Just, you guys should be able to tell that from the size of your tokens, but yes.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Still won't quite get him where I'm at.
I want to try to get away from this thing. What do I need to... He got his arms wrapped around me here. What do I need to do?
There you go. Alright, so you need to escape the grapple, so it will be a contested athletics or acrobatics or athletics.
I'm gonna go with acrobatics.
Alright, go ahead and give it a roll.
19.
So it is against its athletics because it's trying to hold you. Like you're a tiny dancer.
And dance.
Athletics, and you said it was, you got a 19 with a 2 on the dice.
I thought you said acrobatics or athletics.
Right, the creature uses, the person grappling, holding you, always uses strength. The person getting out can use either one.
Okay.
And here we go, so let's see. Alright, so you are able to break free. So you can do a 5-foot guarded step if you want. Or you can run and it will attack you.
I'm gonna move. Can I go back like that?
Okay, 5 foot, yep.
Okay, I guess that's my turn unless I can attack it.
No.
Shoot it or something.
Escaping.
Okay.
Mantha, you back? I see her still in Discord, so but we haven't heard from her in a while. And I don't show her disconnected from this table either, but I don't know what's going on. Alright. Zoya, Joe, are you back?
I am.
Alright, go ahead and shoot it. Because your ready to action would go off.
You said -4?
What's the range on your zero pistol?
60.
Okay. So I'm targeting it. It is 65, so yes. It would be a -2, not a -4.
Oh, 2.
And go on options.
Oh, lovely.
Alright, well, you weren't expecting to be.
Yeah, she wasn't
Over
expecting
there.
that corner. Yep. See,
And it
watching
looks, like I
us
said,
pass.
it looks very weird. It's hard to see exactly where it is because it looks like it's glitching, and sometimes it's here and sometimes it's a couple feet from it. You technomancers, go ahead and give me a mysticism check. Where is Sirenscape?
Come on.
Wow.
Yes.
Facing indicator off. Thank you. Okay. Alright, yeah, so Zoya, you're not sure. So you're not sure why, but Orindor and Loki, you know this.
Okay.
And Orindor, you would know that it typically, the spell itself would last 1 round per level.
Okay.
If it's, like I said, you don't know what's causing it, if it's the spell or if it's a natural ability or what, but
Okay, I'll share that over the comm.
what are you sharing? It was a whisper to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not even sure what that is, so I'll still say it. Has he affixed a displacement spell on it? I don't have a displacement spell. Do you know what that is? Thought I had a grenade.
Alright, Doc.
To diminish. Never mind.
All right. That should put it within scan range.
You just have to be able
No.
to see it in order to do your, don't you?
Yep.
Or is there a specific thing that says range of it?
I'm looking right now.
It's just, I thought it was worded when you do a identify check.
All right. Yeah, within range 60 feet at first level. I don't know what the total range is, but I'm within 50 feet of it now. So
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to look at some point and see.
Okay. Oh, what is
life science check.
So it's automatic. You get a.
Okay.
Is your version 1 in here? No. Alright. Do you have the actions? Did you switch over the coding that I had put on there?
No, I haven't switched any of the coding over.
Okay.
It wouldn't copy and paste. It was being difficult.
It's 20. Let me see. Doc. Skills. No, it's abilities. Alright, and it's called. Is it under your microlab? Do you remember?
It is. Yeah, as long as you have your custom microlab as a move action. All right, I actually took a move action, so I'm not going to be able to do it this round. Or can you forego a standard action to take a second move action?
In some cases, yes, and in this case, yes.
All right, and that's what I'm going to do. An attempt a special skill check to identify it. If it is living, it is life science. If it is unliving, it is physical science. The DC is determined by the creature's rarity as by presented by the creature rarity table on page 133 of the core rulebook.
Right, but what's the numbers? Is it 20 plus your skill?
Yeah, can attempt this check untrained, and you always treat your die result as a 20. So that
All right.
means
So
my
what is
total
your
roll would be
total
a 34.
for
34.
your both those skills are the same?
Yes.
You must have changed it because I thought you were higher in one by 2 in the other.
No.
All right. So it counts as
Physical science, because it's unliving.
no. This thing is definitely living. 34. So here is the, for those of you curious, this counts, its DC is that plus that. Its level is there it is. Okay. Okay. So with a 34, two pieces of information. You know this thing is called, beyond what I'm going to tell you now, two things over your choice. You know this thing is called a dimensional shambler. And it is a extraplanar being. And so it's considered an outsider, is the official term of what it is. And you know that they are typically evil.
So kill it.
So what two pieces of information would you like? Specific information.
Does it have any resistances?
All right, so defenses. It has a DR, a damage resistance against lawful weapons or lawful damage, and it can they are immune to effects that have the calling or summoning descriptors. So if you try to do some sort of conjuration magic against it directly, it is immune. And it knows you did it. It can
Well,
sense
then I won't do that.
when it's been targeted by an effect.
I'll
Right, you have
put
one
that
more.
out there.
Yep. Yeah, all of your
One more. Does it
communicators.
have any extraordinary senses?
Has dark vision, 60 feet.
Okay, I'm happy with that. It's not going to help it when my companions shoot it dead, but
That's right. All right. So again, your oops, wrong button. Your communicators beep, and you get that information that Doc just shared.
I also have it lit up now. It's within my light.
All right. So its target moved away. So you see that it, like the picture, this almost looks like water appears in front of it, and it steps through. And steps out right next to Twitch. And then it
Why he gotta pick on me?
and
What
then
the
it
frick?
fades away. Give me just a moment.
And I don't even get a chance to hit it because it's fading. POS. That is some sneaky ass shit. Just saying.
Alright, I don't remember exactly why off the top of my head, but you should. There you go. Twitch. It is Orndor's turn.
Okay.
Do you remember why, Twitch? I'm looking now. Yes. So if you look at your main page under speed.
No, I don't remember why.
Are we not
Give
in
me a
combat
second,
anymore?
it'll come to mind.
Yeah, if you look under your main page under speed, you'll see why. Next. Alright, Orndor, what did you say?
We're still in combat, correct? Or
Yes.
not? The thing that, okay, because I can't see it's not on my map anymore.
Correct. It's step
The
through
thing
its little dimension door. And you, as you get, with the clues that Doc gave you, since it's called a dimensional shambler, you guys
Right.
recognize the dimension door spell, and it does something very similar. Opens a door, steps through, appears somewhere else.
Is it possible I could shoot magic missile after it and it would follow it since it's magic?
As long as you can see it, yes.
But I can't
So
see
you
it.
want to hold, if you want to hold your action to cast magic missile, you can.
Okay.
But if it doesn't show up,
All right.
then you won't be able. You'll lose the magic missile.
Right. Okay. Well, I will do that then. I'll ready in action the magic missile spell.
Twitch, did you see what I was talking about?
I saw the whisper, but I don't remember why.
So did you look on your main page?
Is it because of my blind sense?
There you go.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, it's your turn. Twitch. Yes. So yes, you can feel, because your blind sense tremors, you feel it as it moves along the ground with all your feet and everything else and your antenna.
Uh-huh.
You can tell it hasn't
Right.
moved. I mean, it's moving, but it stepped out and just sort of did something to make it invisible.
Great. Well, then I'm just gonna club that sucker.
Okay.
But I can't see it to target it. And so,
Okay. We rolled a 2.
2, probably unlikely.
That is a miss.
Okay.
But you
It's
have
because I'm
to-
going based on feeling, not actual vision. But that's okay. At least I tried.
That's right. Alright. But all of you see him swing his club in that direction. So even though he didn't,
Okay.
is he going to say anything?
I'm gonna point so everybody can see me where this thing is.
Okay. So it came out. It came out right next to you, and that's where he's pointing. So it is right here. All right, Bali. It is.
Did you ping?
Actually, no. You're coming up next, Zoya. So you see where Twitch is pointing.
General area, okay. Which is where exactly?
Huh?
Okay.
Cool.
So the way Starfinder works is something that has full concealment. Now you have to be able to see it to cast most spells, but if you're just trying to attack it, then you can if you target the square. If the attack would hit, you roll a 50% chance to see if you miss it or not.
Yeah, but then I was reading the right one.
All right, so you scoot over.
Sorry, I'm reading about this spell to see if it's gonna do what I actually think it's going to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Cosmic Conversion at, is there a specific square that they pointed, or just this, like, general direction?
You saw it show up and then fade away, and Twitch is saying it's still there right where it was. So it's in the exact square next to him.
Then she's gonna cast magical, cosmic conversion that flings magical nanites at a ranged attack. And she's also, having moved there, she's gonna go up another 5 feet? 10 feet. She doesn't want to be in hitting range of this guy yet. She wants to know what this is first.
Okay. 261. Just making sure. Here it is. Unseen. Yep, a 50% miss chance. I was right. Okay. So go ahead. There's Cosmic Conversion. Thank you for sharing. That was a weird sound.
Caustic conversion. Doesn't pop up.
You fling nanites that convert water vapor around your target. Make a ranged attack roll against your target's EAC. If you hit, they take 44 damage. Alright, so that's going. That's just what I said. If you want to cast a spell, hit or miss. I mean, you'll lose the spell slot, but you roll to hit. If it hits, there's a 50% chance it'll miss. Do you still want to cast it?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
I'm hoping, because okay. I guess, can I ask if it's gonna do what I think it's gonna do before I actually cast it? So the idea is the magical nanites, I'm assuming they're like little forms of something, right? So my idea is to throw something on it that you could see its form on. Like, are nanites what I'm thinking they are?
So nanites are tiny, microscopic things that can go into your bloodstream and stuff. So they convert water vapor around it. So they would see a vague outline a little bit. Yes, but it would still have a 50% miss chance. They would just know where it is in general. It would be in that square. Had Twitch not pointed it out, then that would absolutely help you a lot. But it's not going to do any more than what Twitch is already doing, besides the damage if it hits.
Oh, so No, it's not worth casting in.
Okay.
That's what I'm hearing. Um,
And Bali, you're on deck.
Yeah.
Let me switch my initiative view.
you know what? I'm gonna cast Energy Ray instead.
Okay.
I
So
think
you
I
have it
can't go up.
targeted, so just roll to see if you hit.
That's my
Oof.
second nat one. What is this bullshit?
So
Wait.
sweaty.
Give me a
Yeah.
percentile.
Oh,
You know, you maintained your weapon.
Good to go.
I think you forgot to tell your dice that it only works on a crit success, not a crit fail.
There you go. All right, Bali.
wasn't there something special that she was able to do if she got a fail because she maintained her weapons?
No. There's
Okay.
there was maintaining a weapon which gives you extra damage if you get a crit, and there was
Okay.
maintaining armor which if you take a crit,
Okay.
you take damage off of it.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Blah, 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 blah. So, sorry, I only understood like half of what just got said, Sven. What you just told Joe is that since Twitch pointed out where it is, seeing it won't do anything more, right?
So I misunderstood what it was saying. It hasn't changed anything that's happened so far. It steps through. It did a dimension door from where it was next to Loki to teleport over there, and it's still glitching. So it's not invisible. It's just glitching. So it's like I said, it's like watching a bad video. It'll be or the ring.
Kind of.
It'll be here, and then all of a sudden it'll be 6 inches away or 2 feet, and it's hard to tell
I
exactly
kind
where
of
it
think
is.
of like watching the hologram that Princess Leia sends with R2, that kind of a
Yes,
thing, where it
correct.
just
Yeah,
kind
it's
of wavers in
unpredictable.
and out all the time.
Gotcha.
And I said, you 3 technomancers know what this is.
Yeah.
So you can see it. It's just being weird.
Gotcha.
And I will give you a
Gotcha.
free movement, Bali. So if you want to move your speed, and then take your turn.
I would
It
very
was
much
right
like
next
do
to
that.
Loki initially.
Right. It was
There's my speed.
right
Okay.
there.
Your speed is 30, not 25.
It should be 30.
Okay. Alright, so now go ahead and take your turn.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Bali will go ahead and move up. And he will end up next to Twitch.
Okay, Doc sent out a blip saying it was a dimensional shambler that doesn't like conjuration spells. It is immune to them if you do a conjuration spell directly against it, as DR5 against lawful attacks. I don't think anybody here has anything that does
What's a
lawful.
lawful attack?
They do lawful damage. You can have certain weapons
Versus
and spells
unlawful damage.
do special damage against lawful creatures. And it has dark vision. And it's called a dimensional
It's throwing
shambler.
half of a falafel, so it's a lawful
That's right.
instead of a
Oh my
falafel.
gosh.
Nice. Okay. Alright, so you move
Nice,
up.
nice.
That's your speed, and then what else?
Bali moves up. He moves the speed. And then he is going to go. Oh, that's not right.
That ain't right.
It says I have 0 use on my magma blade. I think I accidentally scrolled over the uses box.
Should be
So it says
4.
capacity 40, usage 2. So it
20.
has 20? Okay. Wanted to make sure. Okay. Now here we go. Bali is going to go ahead and power up his sword. There we go. Had issues trying to target it. And then he's gonna go ahead and see if it likes magma blades. Nope. No, it's fine.
Alright, give me a percentile.
No, what it? I'm changing my fucking dice color. I cannot. Shit.
Alright, so it was not a critical fail on the chart. Alright, so this is where we will leave it. So you guys have finally arrived in the middle of the sun in this unreachable prison that no one can get to. Clearly someone has gotten here because she's dead. But you don't know why or how. And this creature is sort of like a weird thing. Extraplanar being. And this is where we'll leave it for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So don't forget, Technomancers, if you want to become an enhanced Technomancer, reach out to me, send me a DM in Discord, or if you have my text numbers, you can text me, and I can work with that with you. Honestly, I think it will be a good idea, because I think it'll gives you a couple extra things. I don't think it takes anything away, but it's up to you guys. If you're happy where you are, go for it. And Loki, you're a dual class anyway, so I don't know how much of a big of a play it'll come in.
I did not get a turn round 2.
That's weird. All right, go ahead and take a quick turn then. I know you moved back
I was just
round 1.
Oh.
So
yeah.
go for it.
So I was gonna cast the death door on it. So
Oh, what?
it's the spell death door.
Okay, go ahead. Can you drag
I
it into
just
chat?
click the blue. Okay. Grab that.
Thank you.
That.
Death door level 1. All right. So you accelerate living opponent's personal timeline to the end of their natural life, unleashing the ravages of time in a devastating surge. Okay. So it's a fortitude save. Do you have the save and drop on it? You have it targeted, so just go ahead and just click it. It does 1d10 plus 2 strength damage to the target at level 1. It succeeded, so it takes half damage. So go ahead and roll the damage. It does not take the strength damage. Nice. Alright, so it took 5 damage. That is not a conjuration spell.
It's
a transmutation spell.
Transmutation spell.
Perfect. Alright. Cool.
All right.
So that is where we'll leave it. And thank you all for playing. I appreciate you very much. Don't forget to
guys.
like
Thank
and
you for
subscribe and
running.
whatever else you do. Enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night,
Good night,
guys.
guys.
Bye.
Good night, guys.